other big story we're tracking here on India Today, and that is Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan's bizarre rant and his bizarre actions. He unveiled a new political map of Pakistan, and this map has Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh and Junagadh in Gujarat as part of Pakistan. Now, this map was unveiled by the Pakistan government on the eve of the first anniversary of abrogation of Article 370 and the integration of Jammu and Kashmir. Also, the bifurcation of the state into two union territories. In the past too, Pakistan has desperately tried to raise the Kashmir bogey and failed. Let's listen in to Imran Khan. India Today's Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan joins me for more on the story. Also with us is Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, former Chinar Corps commander. But Geeta, quickly to you, how has Government of India reacted to this bizarre move by Pakistan?
Well, calling it absurd, which is what it is. The Indian side has said that this just exposes Pakistan's intentions, and it is not in the realm of legal or international norms. That's the stand that India has taken. We will have to wait and see how India will take the issue forward. But it seems like what Pakistan is trying to do is just provoke India and try to make draw home a point which nobody is buying over here. The international community is very clear on what Pakistan has been doing in the region, as well as the kind of cross-border terrorism that it continues to support, which is what the Indian side again highlighted, that Pakistan should stop the cross-border terrorism that emanates from Pakistan into these very same territories that it says is now a part of Pakistan. We always knew this was their plan, but right now they've spelt it out openly, so Pakistan does indeed, Gaurav, stand exposed.
General Gurmeet Singh, you've watched Pakistan very closely as an adversary, as an enemy, as a state sponsor of terror. Pakistan was fooling the people of Kashmir by this bogey of plebiscite for 70 years. That bogey now stands completely exposed. Pakistan was only desperate for territory, and its game stands exposed, sir.
Absolutely. In fact, what Pakistan has done today, it indicates its frustration and desperation. It's crossing the limit of errors, you know, and it also shows that it has lost a balance as a nation. The Prime Minister related to the official status, but they don't know what damage they have done to Pakistan. It erodes the credibility of Pakistan in the diplomatic parlance of the globe. In fact, it takes away the legal validity of what they're saying, and they have further embedded themselves into lies and propaganda. It shows that the stress and the strain of being proxy of Pakistan is showing on them, because a similar act was also done by Nepal in the Tri-Junction there, and now it has been done by Pakistan, and that too on the day of 5 August.
But General, is there an apprehension, and in a moment we hope to be joined by Mona Alam from Pakistan, but General, in your appreciation, is Pakistan actually, you know, Pakistan is a vassal state of China, that's virtually clear, but are they playing to China's gallery so that their next step could be integrating Gilgit and Baltistan as their fifth province?
It is not only playing to the gallery, they have sold themselves totally. They are so deep down into the depth, and in fact, there is a tremendous pressure on them also because of failure of the entire concept of China-Pakistan economic corridor. In fact, India has drawn its red line very, very clearly on 5th and 6th of August 2019. It has very categorically said that our red line says that POK, Gilgit-Baltistan, will be taken back. So there should be no doubt. And this also includes Aksai-Chin. In fact, that is the reason that the axes of the proxy are absolutely into the desperation, because the Pakistan's whole story narrative of Kashmir has gone for 6. And it is 1 year that they should have understood and not walk into error and the erroneous zone thereafter.
Okay. Geeta, in such a situation, will Pakistan's next move be to please their Chinese masters, make Gilgit and Baltistan their fifth province, and hope that the China-Pakistan economic corridor moves forward, because that will make India react both to China and to Pakistan?
Well, indeed a desperate move, like the general said, Gaurav, because look, we are seeing a lot of resistance to the CPEC in the areas of Balochistan, with the Baloch and Sindhi organizations coming together now and saying that they are not going to allow CPEC to run through their region. In such a scenario, this is a desperate move where they want to show that the entire region of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is a part of Pakistan and trying to consolidate their position. Having said that, the question you raised about Gilgit-Baltistan, now whether if it is made a fifth province or not is not as important as the fact that they have already tried claiming land and tried claiming the whole of Jammu and Kashmir, which should be a wake-up call to all those who spoke about Azad Kashmir.
Okay. You're absolutely right, Geeta. Give us a moment to try and establish that audio link with you, but you're absolutely right. It's a wake-up call, General, for all those in our country who were using this Pakistani line. You know, unfortunately, that Ghulam Nabi sponsored ecosystem in our country that also spoke of plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. And remember, for the benefit of our viewers who are young, the first condition of plebiscite is Pakistan vacates Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, including Gilgit-Baltistan, the so-called northern areas. Indian Army goes and establishes its presence all across, and then United Nations talks about plebiscite in a situation where the demographic profile that's been changed in POK needs to be restored. Na Norman Tel hoga, na Radha nachegi. But General, that ecosystem now loses face, quite like Imran Khan.
Absolutely. I think that's a chapter which is totally gone. That chapter has been swept away by 5th August 2019. In fact, now the red lines are in the place and it's just a matter of decision. In fact, I'm definite about it that the collusiveness, collaboration of China and its proxy Pakistan is not going to work out anyway. And the red lines which India has already laid on the track now, it's a matter of when and how. I think that's where we need to be enhancing our capability, capacity, and skill to materialize those red lines. I think the chapter and the story in totality has changed now.
Okay. General, tomorrow is the first anniversary of the abrogation of Article 370. Pakistan's Prime Minister, their army, they've cried on every shoulder from the United Nations to the Islamic world, to the United States, to China. They've not got even a patient hearing anywhere. So could they once again resort to terror, either at the line of control or elsewhere in our country tomorrow? There still is clear and present danger, General.
In fact, they have still not dropped their strategic tool of terror, proxy, lies, propaganda, and deniability. So it is important for us to ensure that we are alert, we are prepared. And now actually the trend of India has changed. Now the trend is on preemptive and proactiveness and preparedness. And in fact, now the trend of India is that it'll be hard decision, it'll be hard resolution, and it'll be hard implementation of national will. If they attempt anything of that type, then what is going to happen, Pakistan also would understand in the current dynamics.
Okay. Fair enough. Geeta Mohan and General Gurmeet Singh, for the moment, many thanks for joining me.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.